Good morning. It is day 2 of my operation to start a business. So yesterday I contacted a lot of art suppliers about problems that I was having because of shipping, high cost, not being able to get a variety of products rather than a lot of the same product. And they responded back to me today, and they actually put everything that I was explaining to them in a really simple way for me to understand. And I think I'm going to be able to get a lot of the cool art that I was originally wanting to get. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. This morning, I was also able to create the business email and the business YouTube, where I uploaded the first video of what happened yesterday. We also created a business Instagram as well. And I've been talking to these suppliers even more throughout this morning, and I'm actually extremely surprised. The products are actually less valuable than it costs to ship the products. So for instance, this one batch of paintings that I want to buy from this distributor cost me $134 for the paintings, but the shipping cost $193, which is more than what the paintings are. It's a very interesting world that we live in, and I'm starting to see more and more about how the economy works working on this business that I'm trying to start. I also did a lot of research about LLCs and like why you would need one, if I need one, and how I'm gonna set it up. And what I learned is that it is extremely easy to set up an LLC. Like, it takes 10 minutes and like a few $100. The thing is that you don't actually need an LLC. You just want an LLC. A lot of people think that it's a must, but it's actually not. The only thing that an LLC does for you is protects your personal assets. So if I have $1,000 sitting on my bed and it belongs to Cole Watson, and I go into this restaurant and break a bunch of stuff and they sue me, they can take the $1,000 sitting on my bed if I don't have an LLC. But if I had an LLC, they can only take what is under the name of the business. So it can be risky not working with an LLC, but right now I don't need it until I actually start up and like run. Just to show y'all how overwhelming finding art can be, it's not the fact that there's no art, it's the fact that there's too much of it. Here, let me show you. So I asked this distributor if I could use one of his catalogs to view his products. His catalog has all of these links, right? And each link has this many products. About 37 pages of this vintage tin art. And I get to go through every single one of these, pick which serial number I want to put down, and tell them the quantity of each one that I want. And then they give me a quote telling me how much it's going to cost for the product and how much it's going to cost to ship it here. Okay, on another side note, this is starting to get absolutely crazy. I have an agent who just called me about my LLC, and she's just trying to walk me through everything that I need to know. Got a lot of good information about how LLCs work and how these companies help businesses create their LLCs. I'm sure I'm going to be able to give y'all a lot more information throughout the process, but she's going to be calling me back at 2 p.m. today. And on another side note, this is how confusing this stuff gets. The another art distributor that I want to purchase $300 worth of art from right now, the one where the shipping cost more than the art itself, they have a specific way where I'll read what they said. It says, "Dear friends, I wrote the address of China to avoid you paying taxes, but the product will still reach you. Please inform me after payment and I will arrange production for you." I don't know if this will hurt my business or if this is something that they are talking about on their side of things. Like, are they avoiding taxes? Am I avoiding taxes? I don't necessarily think I want to avoid taxes. I think I want to do this all legally. But is it illegal? Is it legal? These are the questions that I'm starting to freak out about. But yeah, today's gonna be a long video, guys. I got a lot of information to tell you. So I just made a payment of $338.37. That now makes my total at about $600-500 of art that I've bought in the past 2 days. I really, really, really hope that this stuff makes it to my door. Okay, you gotta check this out. So your boy is being all nice to him, and then making friends with the suppliers. Okay, I'm starting to get a little hungry, so we're gonna go head over to Gills. We're gonna talk to Christian and take some measurements of the building that I'm gonna lease. Okay, so a little bit of an update. I went to the place that I am trying to turn into my coffee shop. Oh, art shop. And I was wanting to get a coffee machine, an espresso maker. And I just found out that the burger place is actually already on that. So that idea is scratched. We need to figure out a different method of getting people to consistently come into the art studio without the need to buy art. Maybe a boba tea place, or maybe we actually can pull off this hidden nightclub type of thing, but we're gonna see what happens. Keep y'all up to date. So earlier I went over and took a few measurements of the place that I'm gonna be creating this art studio at, and I just took really basic measurements, but overall the information that I got is I'm gonna have to get a lot of art. Like, this place is pretty big. And the other thing that has happened today is I've been sitting here working so much but so little, you know? Like, I've put in so much thought, and there's only so much that I can do right now, you know, besides browse through art and text suppliers who take forever to respond. I've also been going through a little bit of panic today because I'm starting to realize what I'm getting myself into. I'm starting to go very, very deep into my pockets, like super deep. And I also have to figure out how to get people to come into a store that is hidden. Like, that's gonna be insane. I'm gonna have to be really outgoing on this one, like create some sort of really, really good idea to get people to come into this shop. I feel like this YouTube series is gonna be an absolute banger, and everything that happens is gonna probably amuse me later on. If nobody watches this, at least I'm making it for myself. Anyways, the rest of the progress that I've made today is I have texted a new supplier about 20 new paintings that I want to get, prints of paintings. And then I texted supplier number 2 today, a different supplier as well, about vintage metal art, and I want to get like 17 pieces from him. They're pretty cool. And I am just now texting third new supplier about 2 things where I might actually get handmade paintings. Like, they're gonna make these specifically for me, but one of them is $60 plus shipping, which is more than the product. And the other one is $200, the one that I actually want. And I don't know if shipping would actually necessarily be more, because I haven't gotten into that yet, but that's a lot of money just for one painting. I would rather buy something local probably. But those are my thoughts for today. I'm probably gonna end the video here and update y'all tomorrow with anything else that I have. But yeah, I'll see y'all on day number 3.